Welcome to another First Glimpse. This is the Traveler Traders and Gunboats book. This just arrived the other day. This retails for $49.99. If you purchase it through Mongoose, you do get the PDF for free. Let's go ahead and take a look. Sorry about the glare here. It's just on the glossy page. Let's take a look and see what we've got in Traders and Gunboats. So this talks a lot about, far traders, free traders, things like that, things that are very commonly travelers' first ship. And this kind of touches on the, when you roll for benefits, you may get ship shares or a ship as benefit. Doesn't mean you get the ship, but you get, a good chunk of the ownership of that ship. Got some additions for High Guard. So a lot of kind of lower, 100-ton, well, there's a 35-ton. And really, for traders and gunboats, you're probably under like 200 tons or so. We'll see what we've got here. I may be completely out of my element there. Oh yeah, there's 300 tons, but you're not looking at like capital ships, things like that. These are also not just, small little fighters. You'll have some, but they're definitely going to be more the kind of the 100 to several hundred tons. Of course, then here's a 3,000-ton ship. So what do I know? So that was Aslan. Here's ships for the drawing. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. However, I know a lot of people, they love the layouts, and Traveler kind of went recently back to this, top-down view of the maps, and that's I think more useful for gaming. But from an aesthetic appeal, the isometric view was much better to show you how the decks are stacked. But it's just a pet peeve of mine. I hate when you get a map like this and there's just so much blank, empty space, or like it'll show the whole map is just the fuel tanks. I get that you need to do this, you need to do it, but it's one of my pet peeves, and that's a me problem. Let's look at some more of these. I think these are still hivers. Oh, there's the Imperium. A luxury liner. Armored corvette. Patrol frigate. Picket destroyer, that's kind of cool. Patrol frigate. The Quinta Express liner. And then Independence. The Lone Trader, Jump 1. It's actually kind of a cool looking ship. Little boxy and simple, but when you're starting out, that's just about right. Deep Trader gets you Jump 3, a little bit heavier ship there. Free Trader Plus, Blockade Runner, the Draco Akurism, unique trading class ship. That's cool. We're just going to jump through a bunch of these. Looks like a giant pickle there, the armed liner. If I owned one of those, I would definitely call it the Space Pickle. Make sure you guys can see it there. Kukri, the Warden of Herds. I've never really gotten into the Kukri or many of the other races. I mostly play with the big three, the basically human, Aslan and Vargr, but I think I've put a few others in there kind of, as rare occurrences. The Kukri and Droin have not made an appearance in my Traveler games yet. An aquatic liner. Developed by dolphins for dolphins. That's actually really cool. So if you have, I think it's Aliens of Charted Space 4 that talks about dolphins and orcas. and then the sword wielders. I may actually run a Sword World campaign, the Skander's Vike. In fact, I received that soon. I'll have a video out on that, but it's nice to have a few extra options here. Let me get to the Varger. I like how that looks like a dog, like the tongue sticking out, the ears coming down. I'm sure that's intentional. And the Jordani. So you're looking about 200 pages. See, that's just okay. I guess I needed to see that. You know, just a big fuel stores. So 197, and then you've got your index is what, 3 pages or so. So that is Traders and Gunboats for Traveler Mongoose 2nd edition, and I know some of these are going to make an appearance in my game. Thanks, everybody.